When it came to personal management, Ezra knew he was a little slow. When Na was up, it should have been instantly obvious. Vin had even studied such things in school. When they reached the temp, Na gave an unconscious little speech introducing Vin as a new Quehofle manager. Na made a special point of the fact that Isra Vin was the most senior member of a ship-owning family present. The two Vin starships had survived to reach the ambush relatively undamaged. If there was any legitimate master for the Queen Ho ship, it was Ezra Vin, and if everyone cooperated with legitimate authority, there would yet be wealth for all. Then Ezra was pushed forward to mumble a few words about how glad he was to be back among friends, and how he hoped for their help. In the days that followed, this is a little bit difficult to read. I've never read this book. It's a science fiction book, so it's like it has weird names and weird pronunciation. So I'm like, in the days that followed, he came to understand the wedge that Na had slipped between duty and loyalty. Ezra was home, and yet he was not. Every day he saw familiar faces. Benny Winnie and Jimmy Deanie had both survived. Ezra had known Benny since they were like 6 years old. Now he was like a stranger, a cooperative stranger. And then one day, more by luck than planning, Ezra ran into Benny near the temp taxi locks. Ezra was alone. More and more, his emergent assistants did not dog his moves. They trusted him. They had him bugged. They couldn't imagine him doing harm. All the possibilities were obvious, but it was good to be free of them. Benny was with a small crew of Ogen Ho right under the outermost balloon wall. Being near the locks, there was no exterior quality there. Every so often, the lights of passing taxis sent a moving glow across the fabric. Benny crew was spread out across the wall, working at the nodes of the approach automation. Their emergent gang boss was as far in of the open space. Ezra glided out of the radio tunnel saw Benny win and bounced easily across the wall toward him. Doesn't it? What? Okay. Ezra glided out of the radio tunnel. Oh, I already read that. Don't you hate when that happens? Echoes. When he looked up from his work and noted courteously, fleet manager, the formality was familiar now, and still as painful as a kick in the face. Hi, Benny. How are things going? When looked briefly down the length of the tunnel of the volume of the emergent gang boss, then that guy really stuck out. His work clothes gray and stark against the rampant industrialism of Quaho. That's enough. That was one page. So I'm like, okay.